Alright, here we are in the stream. The audio should be good. I didn't adjust it from last time. That is really dark though. Let me see if I can actually see that if I turn my brightness up. I'm going to turn the gamma up, see if that helps the players. Can I do that? Adjust brightness. That should help. That looks like it helped a little bit. Yeah, that helped. Okay. Okay, off we go. I can just have this as my thingamabob. Thingamabob, what am I saying? How do I get to the chat? Live chat, there it is. Okay. Let me know if the volume needs to be adjusted at all. Eco Priest. Yeah, you can. You can say whatever you want in the chat because it's not on the screen. Although YouTube might, what do you call it? Restrict you. I'm not sure. Maybe if you say something inappropriate, they'll like shadow ban you and make it so that I can't see your comments. I don't know. That's something I've never figured out. We already checked over here, but this was blocked last time, so it's not going to be unblocked. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if my my hit combo actually has different. Yeah, it does. Okay, it has different attacks. So there's actually a 5-hit combo in this game rather than just a left-right, left-right. I didn't choose something different because I didn't want to get. I didn't plan on using any different stats. I still wanted to go with the dexterity, strength, and faith with this build as well. I didn't really want to do anything too different from the previous file because the previous file is almost specifically for the collaborative stream with Hidden Guest. This is just like my solo file, like the one that I'll be like if I find something in the other. Basically, if I find something cool in the other game, I'll automatically go do it in this one, either on my own or in a stream like this. That's why I chose Confessor. And also, I really like the character that I designed for this one, and I wanted it to have sort of the same feel. But different. The same, but different. My natural inclination is to attack those boxes, because I did that the last time as well. I wonder. Um, I could. I could try to buy a new set of armor from that guy. That wouldn't really spoil anything. I thought about playing as the Prophet or the Vig. I could also use. I don't necessarily need to use the Confessor because we just started. I could load the favorite. I saved it as like an image so that I could just put this character's face on any other class that I use. Same with the other one, but since we're not very far in the game, it really we're at the point. We're not at a point of no return yet. I already I did all this. I'm doing the exact same thing that I did when I played with Hidden Guest. It's just the natural Dark Souls method, I guess. How's the volume? Everything good volume-wise? My voice? You can hear me? Oh yeah, there's gonna be a boss here. Let's see if I can beat it this time. I mean, I highly doubt it. Oof. That does a lot of damage. Oh, I think it's doable. I mean, I say that not really knowing if it's legitimately doable, but... Ouch. Because I don't have any flasks, so I need to be extremely careful. Oh my god. That was not... No, we're dead. We're instantly dead. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. I don't know if it's like even what do you call it? Like like if you get a reward. I don't know if you get anything for doing that. I can't imagine that would be easy. Oh, give me just a sec. I need to my Apple Watch needs to be plugged in because it's about to die, and I like to track my heart rate when I'm asleep.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all.
Notice the different text line because I chose type B instead of type A.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
What's the opposite of a maiden? Because are we still going to be maidenless? Or are we going to be... Oh. Manless? Maiden and man? I don't know. I don't remember. Do they show a close-up of our face? I don't think they do. Flask of Crimson Tears, Flask of Cerulean Tears. Do you want me to do the Cave of Knowledge again, or do you want me to just skip that? I mean, I was thinking of getting it just for the, I was thinking of doing it just for the gesture up there, but I can always do that later. It's not really that important. I wonder if... I think there was, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there like a door that you can unlock? I didn't get the key this time. I still got the same items. I took everything exactly the same. I'll just do it real quick. It's not going to take that long. Let's see. Flasks. I want to like parry him. It's like I have enough time to like parry and then block immediately afterwards because it's such a slow attack. No, timing is a little bit... Again, I keep doing that way too early. Come on. Oh, I think you might be right. Ego Priest said, I think what we call Lost Grace is actually called a Sight of Grace. And Lost Grace Discovered is like when you get your humanity back in Dark Souls 2. Maybe. I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to pay attention when I sit down at the next Lost Grace. Or Sight of Grace, rather. There we go. Thank you. We have to go through all these tutorial messages again. does he have a? Is he gonna ever? Yeah, he's gonna use a sword. I was gonna say. I wonder if crouching and doing a stealth attack actually does more damage. It doesn't look like it has a different animation, so probably not. But you never know. It actually, Eco Priest says, I can only imagine how awkward it was choosing the voice of the female character, because it was pretty strange for the male character, and that is not the case actually. It was more like the first one was relatively okay, like just a girl screaming when she's in pain, I guess. And then the other ones were horrendous. They weren't really awkward or cringy, they were just really, really, just kind of best way I can explain it is they kind of sounded like a screaming frog or like some kind of weird croaky um, zombie thing. I don't know. It didn't sound like as it progressed in age, it just got really really gross. Like it wasn't it wasn't awkward so much as it was disgusting, which is worse in my opinion. Um, but yeah, so I just went with the first one. It was the how would you put it? I wouldn't say cutest, it's not the right word, but it was the most feminine, if that means anything. Um, yeah, it was. Some of them were, yeah, it was like not good, very, very bad. I got to admit, that is a funny boss. The fact that it's a boss and it has like the boss thing, and then you just immediately do the guard counter and then kill it with the attack afterwards. That's pretty funny. Dark Souls from software games have never done like joke bosses really. I mean there are a few, but that one specifically it seems like it seems like they planned that. They even give you like a glimpse of this area as though it's going to be some like epic boss chamber. Yeah. One thing I wish this weapon had that it clearly doesn't is the ability to like stab or thrust. It doesn't seem like the kind of weapon that I would prefer using because it only swings. It doesn't have any moves that. Well, let's see. If I attack a wall, it sometimes bounces off, but like stabbing it in like a narrow hallway is much less likely to deflect off walls. Rest at the site of grace. So you remembered to do that, and I completely forgot. So yeah, this is rest at site of grace. Yeah, you're right. So this, let's just call these graces. They're not bonfires. They're not lost graces. They're graces, just in general. I think it's to touch the sign of grace first, and then you can rest at them. So we're touching grace. So we are. That's actually better. So we'll be sure to mention that next stream, that it's not a lost grace. You're just touching grace. Okay. I think this is it. This is the beginning. That looks like a door that you could push open and then you just lift it up from the floor, like Link in Twilight Princess or something.
Oh, yes. Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance,
Still
without the
maidenless.
strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold,
I was
you
so
are
focused
fated,
on
it seems,
the
to die
just
in
the thrill of
obscurity.
playing Elden Ring last stream that I don't think I caught anything that he said till this time.
Luckily for
That's
you,
another reason I wanted to
however,
replay it in like
there is
sort of a
one
practice way,
shining ray of hope for even the
because
maidenless.
I'll pick up on
We,
things that I missed the first time because I was
I,
so like when we watched the first
take care
cutscene,
to listen.
I
Are
was
you
just like
familiar
completely
with
in awe, and
grace?
I wasn't processing
The
any
golden
language
light
that they were speaking
that
to
gives
me. It
life
was very,
to
very
the
interesting.
tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays,
So the golden stuff is
pointing in a
grace.
particular direction
So I was being
at times. That is the
needlessly
guidance
negative.
of grace, a path that a tarnished must
We are
travel.
tarnished though, so
Indeed, grace's guidance holds.
maybe the term maiden
It
is
will
kind of
lead
just
you
like a
tarnished
catch-all
to the
term for
path
like
you are meant to
a
follow,
feminine servant, a female
even
servant,
if it leads you to
and
your grave.
kind of like a maid, like someone who is like a squire, but specifically takes care of you, maybe, like keeps you in check, I guess. I don't know, because we don't know anything about maidens and what they do.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward to Castle Stormvale, the home of the decrepit demigod. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale, if you seek the Elden Ring.
Okay, I wanna.
It's time you set off to Castle if you seek.
Okay. How many runes do we have? 620. Okay. So yeah, let's go to that camp and buy the torch. It's kind of weird that you can't cut down the bushes. Bearer, seek lest. I agree. I wonder if there's going to be one of those where there's a character that we talk to over and over again and we end up skipping it and it sounds like that. I wonder if they intentionally designed one that was new. Oh, he escaped. Where was that, see, I don't actually know where that camp was. Wait, is that where we started? No, that's not where we started. We started at that thing right there. So there's stuff behind us. That's the island we were headed to. Okay, that's where we went. We went down there. I'm gonna find that torch first. By the coast with the island. Wait, it was actually on the coast of the island? No, it wasn't on the coast of the island because we got the torch before that. It wasn't there. It was right there. That's it. It's this structure. He's in here. There's like a camp. Yeah, here he is. And there's like the site of grace as well. Wait.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throne. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. You know, if you can spare the rooms, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. You know, you should buy the crafting essential.
I was just making sure. He didn't give us other recommendations. I wasn't sure.
I am of an home selling where the land has been tainted by mad. It's only tarnished like yours. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy the crafting kit. What else does he have for sale? I should buy this, I feel like. The chain armor. It's pretty expensive, though. I also want to buy the telescope, because that could be fun. It's looking in the distance and seeing what's ahead. I don't think it's too much. It doesn't deviate too far from what we did. I don't think it would be like a spoiler to do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I also wanted to double check to make sure that was actually the message, the hint that I missed. It was, in fact, the containers one, like I thought. I love the fact that you can jump. It's very good. This isn't the way. That's a good idea. Another thing that Hidden Guest wanted me to do was just jump into the water and see what happens. See if I can swim. I'm pretty sure I can't. I'm pretty sure I'll just die. But I have no runes to lose, so I don't see why not. Also, we can get this thing, this orb of affinity or whatever. It appears I missed it. Yeah, it seems it like goes ahead of it. Yeah, it's like right ahead of it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So with a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War. That's what they're called, Ashes of War. Not affinities. Affinities are different. How do I... So Ashes of War grant affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. They're called sites of grace. Okay. Ash of War stamp. Sweet. I just noticed whenever like there's a white blast of energy from these, like that means they've dropped an item. So if you don't see the white bloom or whatever it is up here from the enemy, that means I haven't gotten an item. I'll try this, see if it does more damage. It does not appear to do more damage. Oh, okay, it gives you one flask back. Just one, it looks like. I didn't check in this corner. I probably should have. Like maybe there's an illusory wall or something. Yeah, that looks like it will lead to my death. Last time it says it returns all the flasks you lose, but not more than your max. So it returns the ones that you use during that fight, or that encounter. So when you're in a camp, you use flasks, you gain them back. Gotcha. That makes sense. And we're going to avoid these snails per Eco Priest's request, because he doesn't want me to fight them. I did speak to Hidden Guest. He is liberated to the idea that I am bound to play this game sort of on my own as well. So he doesn't completely mind if we go do new things, but obviously it's definitely more thrilling for the stream if we only venture into new territory with Hidden Guest, which is what I plan to do. But it's likely that when Red Wolf is able to join us for streams, especially like co-op, we might wander into territories that either Red Wolf or I have already been in because we know that they're challenging and we'll need both of us. So, we'll see. It's just kind of, this game is humongous. I assure you, we will not run out of content to explore. People who have been playing this game for the past week have severely underestimated how large this game is. Because in addition to this overworld with everything outside, there is additional underground dungeons that are basically Dark Souls games within themselves, more or less, underground. And elsewhere, I'm assuming there will be like portals, different worlds, different maps. I don't know. It could go. It could be a lot bigger than we think, and I'm fairly certain it is, actually. Because why would they spend 5 years? Why would a team as talented as the team that made Dark Souls spend 5 years making just another Dark Souls? I mean, they didn't do that with Sekiro. Sekiro was a completely new thing, so they're definitely trying to blow their boundaries out of the water, which, all the power to them. Mastering your craft, that's the way to do it. The largest video game ever created? Probably not, because, I mean, No Man's Sky exists. And No Man's Sky is procedurally generated, of course, so it's not like it isn't created in the traditional sense. But maybe it might be the biggest handcrafted. Stop trying to run around. That's annoying. What is he doing? Glass shard. Yeah, those are really ugly. I actually looked at, one of those size comparison videos from different maps. I think there are games that are definitely bigger than this. Like, even Assassin's Creed Odyssey, another game that I really like for its open world map, is technically bigger than this, but it's handcrafted too, but it's not quite as handcrafted as this. It's not as condensed. It doesn't seem to be as condensed or concise. Let me put my torch. Yeah, here. I also need to get a bow. I think the bow guy is over here, the guy who sells the bow. But I'm not sure. In terms of like square footage, like of area that you can walk around in, I don't know. Because there are games with huge underground dungeons that are way bigger than they look like they are. Even like Legend of Zelda, those games are pretty big when you add it all up. Even though those aren't open world, so it really just depends on what you mean by largest video game.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble. Done? Well, be on your way then. You again? I don't want it. All done? Well, be on your way then.
Did we go over here? Yeah, we did. We fought those skeleton guys. I believe. Yeah, I remember. I really like this game. It's very good. We also fought this slime thing. I'll go ahead and do that just for the heck of it. They might drop rare items now that I think about it. Okay, they don't do too much damage. I wasn't sure. I wonder if these can have their stance broken. Probably not, just considering they're jelly. Oh, I broke its stance? It sounded like I did. So it doesn't look like I can do a critical hit after they break their stance, but I can stagger them to the point of, you know, not being able to move for a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh, right. I keep thinking that's an item. Come to think of it, I guess you can use the jump button to not dodge an attack, but jump over an attack. Kind of like in Sekiro. Also, another game I might stream with, potentially play with Red Wolf. We recently beat Dark Souls 1 together, and he may potentially get Dark Souls 2. I've been wanting to replay that, and he's never played it. So we might stream that together instead of this, so that we have completely fresh gameplay for Elden Ring. However, it is very likely that Red Wolf will very much want to play this game because it's amazing. Who wouldn't want to play it? But I hope when you get a horse, I don't forget to appreciate the beauty because you're traveling so fast. I probably, well, when we're playing online, you cannot use torrent when you're playing online. So we'll be traveling on foot when we're with Red Wolf, which could honestly incentivize me to play alone more frequently because then I'll use the horse to travel and find things, and then we'll go check them out after I discover them. Like, find a lot of lost sites of grace. Sorry, not lost sites of grace. Sites of grace. Find a lot of sites of grace, and then not explore the areas, but at least have them to fast travel to. So that if we want to check out a new area, if the enemies we're fighting are too tough, we can just go check out something new, or check out a place I've already been in a different stream or something like that. it really is impossible to know with this game. We don't know how many roadblocks we're going to hit. We don't know how far we're going to get because we're only playing an hour or two a week. We might never beat this game because this game could be 400 hours long. I have no idea. It's a mystery. And that's one of the reasons it's so incredible. From Software games are like they're like solving mysteries, doing things that you've never imagined yourself ever doing, which is incredible, honestly. Really good game design. Didn't one of those guys drop like a cutlass last time we were playing? I think so. Also, this game, considering that this game is made for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, it's not running very poorly. It's not like they made this game in a way that makes it run poorly on the PS4 but well on the PS5, so that's really good. I don't long for it, but I hope for a future where games like this are um, commonplace, where it's not necessarily easy to make games of this high caliber, but just graphical fidelity shouldn't be as important to gaming as it is. It should just be a given that things should look good. But people should be rewarded for making things that look good. Of course, I'm not saying that everything should look good. That if everything looked good, then everything would look the same, and then by comparison, only things that looked better than good would look good. So I guess we have to have the garbage in order to have the goods. Eco Priest says, I like when y'all experience it new together. There are funny and genuine experiences and reactions I wouldn't have if I knew what was going to happen. I agree. But that's at the cost of seeing less good things. That's what I'm saying. We're never going to run out of good things to encounter in this game. Because people who have already beaten this game are still finding new things. And that's saying a lot. They're finding new bosses, they're finding new weapons. We're not going to find everything. I guarantee it. So any little tip, like for example Draconian, when he told me that I could stab those skeletons when they were on the ground, that tip, though it may be a spoiler to some, was actually a godsend to us because it gave us new information that made the game go faster without any loss of entertainment, which is a good thing. It expedites the experience. It delivers it right to our pocket, rather than it doesn't make us like we don't have to spend any effort learning something. It's just like, oh, learning it is cool. That's good. It's kind of like it's like finding it. It's like serendipitous. We want the experience to be serendipitous. Wait, which comment? EcoPriest said, did my last comment not show up? The last two comments I have are, I hope when you get a horse you don't forget to appreciate the beauty because you're traveling so fast. I think I said that. Okay, well, I said that, and I think I talked about that. Yeah, I already talked about that. Well, whatever the case. Something cool. I apologize if you can hear that. That is my cat in the corner. Oh, I need my torch. That would be a good thing to have. So that we can actually see. I can kind of see actually now with the gamma up a little bit. I can kind of see. I could see enough to know that I wasn't gonna hit an edge, but oh, that looks a lot better on the stream. That looks really good actually. I like that we're saving these memories. These memories can be like sifted through later for good content theoretically. Can I block with the torch? I want to test that. Is this blocking or is that just holding it up? I think that's just holding it up to make it brighter. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm glad they didn't make this fight. It would have been cool, but they didn't make this fight take place in like entirely in the dark. That would have been crazy. Also, I like that these guys aren't really very good at using their shields. Like they have them, but they're not really like. Also, these guys remind me of the beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey, which incidentally I've only seen the first part, like the first few scenes of it. So there's that. Alright, Mr. Eco Priest has an interesting thing to say for very peculiar reasons, I'm assuming. He says, I wish burning plastic weren't so bad for the lungs because it smells so good. I'm kind of wondering what the context of that is. Did I say something that is has anything to do with burning? I don't remember saying anything. Maybe he's burning plastic right now. I don't recommend that. It's probably not good for the environment, but what a strange thing to say. Summoning Cooperator. They're not called phantoms in this one. Oh yeah, for anyone who's interested or wondering, this character is named Moira. It's a name that I really like. I've liked it since I saw Peter Pan when I was a kid, and learned that Wendy's name was Wendy Moira Angela Darling, and I've always liked the second part of her name, even though I guess it's what is that, a second name? First name? Middle name? First middle name? I don't know. But, or I guess maybe she has two first names, Wendy Moira, I don't know. But I've always liked that name. Ooh. Ouch. Hey, leave him alone. Okay, I gotta get back over to what's his face and help him. Ouch. Shouldn't have turned my back on you. Okay, we did it. First try. No deaths. Eco Priest says, no, it's just a thought I had while drinking a Gatorade. It's not based on reality. I don't smoke plastic. That's good. Oh man, Gatorade's delicious. Is Gatorade healthy, or is it just a like any other drink where it's just for flavor? I feel like it has its benefits, especially if you're trying to stay hydrated, or so they say. But I feel like it's only if you're trying to stay hydrated while exerting a lot of effort. I like the flavors though. The flavors are interesting. It's like it's like it's like drinking a diluted essence of like the color or something, or like the ocean, or some like, it's like drinking an abstract noun is what Gatorade is like, and that's why I like it. It's not like a real flavor. It's not like you're drinking a flavor. You're drinking an abstract noun, and I like that. What is this again? Oh, return to entrance. No. It's not healthy unless you're burning a lot of calories, like pro athlete levels of energy. Good to know. So, I'll have to drink some Gatorade next time I play 5 hours straight of Ring Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch, which is what I probably should do, because it would help me stay in shape, but also because it's a fun game and it's a lot of really good exercise. It's very good. Like, I highly recommend it for anyone who owns a Nintendo Switch. Oh, hello. Can I stream active Wii-like games? You mean like Wii Sports or something with motion controls? The PlayStation 4 has a few games like that, but I don't know. I've never tried that. I've never seen anyone do that. I know people do it with VR headsets, but in order to do that, you need a capture card. And one, I don't have a VR headset, and two, I don't have a capture card. So, I guess no. But if I got a capture card for my Nintendo Switch, like a device that I could connect my Switch to capture the video and upload it with a computer, I could theoretically play a motion control Switch game with a camera attached to the computer. But I would have to use my own sort of setup, like an open broadcasting system or something or open broadcasting. Is that what it's called? Open broadcasting software? I don't remember what it's called. But there's a program that you use to schedule all of the different parts of the thing. You have to arrange it yourself. PlayStation 4 does it all for me. So it's a lot more easy. It's easier to do. Yeah. Did we do anything else? No, we didn't. That's it. That's as far as we got. We just went back to that campsite. Yeah. I guess we can't do anything else. That's it. Oh goodness, I'm covered in blood. Let's actually test the rolling. See if... My goodness, look at me. It looks horrible. Look at the cute dog. No, that didn't wash off the blood. Maybe if I like jump and then splash, or like do an attack, perhaps. I know. So we're on the island now, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Yeah. We could try that real quick. But first, I want to go back to the shopkeeper and use my runes. I don't have that many. I can just come get them. Yeah, let's try this. Let's see what happens when I instant death. There's not even a drowning animation. You just sink like a rock and then disappear. It's funny, too. I should have said this because it is funny. Mr. Eco Priest said you could try swimming, and we just did, and we passed away on account of it. So, uh, upon dying, you'll be revived at the last side of grace. Yeah, we know that. Well, this is no longer our deathless playthrough of... Wait, was there a side of grace at the exit? I don't remember. I guess we can check. There might have been, but I don't think I got it. So I'm gonna have to walk all the way through. Hopefully we don't die on the way there. I mean, I need the souls. Sorry, runes. I need the runes anyways. Ooh, he dropped him. A glowstone. Cave moss. Cave moss, okay. There are also a lot of other Souls-like games that I could stream. I still have a few bosses to beat in Sekiro that I've never beaten. But I haven't played that in like a billion years, so I'm fairly certain I won't remember how to actually play. Because that game has a very steep learning curve. Like, very steep. Like, so steep that it's almost a cliff. That kind of steep. Oh, cool. Items respawn. So I can just come to specific areas where they are to get more if I need them. Maybe that only happens when you die. Wait, do these guys just stay corpses? Or did they fall from a... No, I didn't. Are we still covered in blood? No, man, my eyes are really big. I'm glad I gave my graces at the entrance. You're right. I'm glad I gave my character eyeshadow, because I would look really kind of like faded if I didn't. Like, I wouldn't have eyes. Like, I would just look like a ghost. I look slightly more like a... What has eyeshadow? A raccoon. Raccoons are better than ghosts, is what I'm trying to say. That doesn't make any sense. They're not even relevant to each other. Whatever. I do like raccoons a lot. They're very cool. This is a good game. This is very good. Oh, hello. Combat feels like 80% better. Like, it's more stylish. The moves look better. The way they interact with the enemies' equipment matches traditional sword fighting choreography a lot better. It is said most enemies will respawn when you die. Yes. I was talking about the items, not the enemies. Oh. It said most enemies. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes. That's true. So not all. So some stay dead is what you're saying. I think that's what you're trying to say at least. I'm not sure. Should I try killing one of these? I'm worried that if I attack one, there's going to be like a giant crab that comes up out of the dirt. I mean, they're really cute though. I'd feel bad killing one. I'll let Eco Priest decide. I'm not going to kill the turtle, that's for sure. Even if they give me, well, unless they give me an item that I can get exclusively from turtles, then I'll have to kill one, I guess. But if they give me items that normal animals give me, then there's no way I'm going to just go around slaughtering turtles. They're too cute. I don't know what there is left to do, really. I'm worried something's gonna like come out of nowhere and destroy me. Don't kill. Okay. Eco Priest says not to kill the crabs. He has spoken. I like that the primary themes of Eco Priest's comments have been related to some form of ecosystem one way or another, burning plastic, not killing crabs. They're both very relevant to each other, in my eyes. Okay, let's go back to this site of grace. Church of... Can I travel to that? No. Oh, there was a site of grace there that I forgot to light. I'll go do that. Also, it's a tortoise, not a turtle. I'm gonna be pedantic and say that this is like our bout that we had about the difference between a possum and an opossum. I personally believe that language is relatively liquid, especially when it comes to the systematic discovery and categorization of animals. There are some scientists who don't even believe that chimpanzees should be in the same genus or family, I forget which one, as species, actual species, I believe. They don't believe that they're the same species as they are. So I think that categorization, especially, what is that called? The categorization of animals by species. It has a name. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll probably just like wake up in the middle of the night and scream it at the top of my lungs because I can't remember it. Which reminds me of a really funny story. I was racking my brain for the name of a specific actor or actress, and we were playing mini golf with my family. And while I was like on the last hole, it just like struck me like a eureka moment. I just shouted Jennifer Love Hewitt at the top of my lungs, and it was very surprising to my family. That kind of happens. Like, stuff gets lost in the memory and then it just reappears. Speciation. No, that's not the word, sorry. It actually has a technical term. Although we are talking about the liquid characteristics of grammar and language, so at this rate, it doesn't really matter. Big hint. When I say it doesn't really matter, that's a rhetorical question that I believe has an actual answer. I think it does really matter. It does really matter how we define things. But some people don't seem to think so, actually. I'm specifically talking about like possum and opossum. That was particularly bothersome because to me it doesn't matter. But, and by, wait, I just said the opposite of what I meant. I think it does matter. Like, definitions do matter. So I want to know the real answer is what I'm saying. Like, I want to know whether or not you can call a possum an opossum or a tortoise a turtle. Because you can't call a toad a frog, but you can call a thing that looks like a frog or a toad a frog, and people will recognize it, even though you're not sure which one it is based on its species. They'll be like, look at that frog over there. And people they'll think in their head, they'll imagine, a frog. I know what that looks like. And they'll look at it and they'll be like, that's not quite a frog, but it matches the expectation. It matches the imagination. It's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot think of the word. What's a good example of, like, there's specific, I'm not here to talk about politics, but there's specific words that, like, for example, if you went up to, like, an ancient Greek person and told them that their gods weren't gods, they would be like, what? What are you talking about? These are the people who live in the sky. That's what they are. They're gods. But as a person of faith who believes in a single God, if you went up to them and said that, they would be like, what are you talking about? That's not the same paradigm that I see the universe with. So in that way, language is extremely important. It's important to be clear. Clarity of language is more important than definition, in my opinion. Truth is more important than literal reality. Authenticity is more important than the face of something. Opossums and possums are very different looking. No one would associate them if they didn't have similar names. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I still stand by the claim that me, as a child, hearing people use different slang terminology and sort of mistaking them for the same thing. Because I heard people all throughout my life call opossums and possums the same. Like, there's a slang version of opossum that is just shortened without the first syllable. Might be incorrect, but I still think it's true. I still think it's like calling a frog a toad. It's still true because it's giving you a clear image. There are some things you can say, though, that aren't true. For example, if I say that a stop sign is like a hamburger, that is not true because it's not an edible object. I guess that's why people argue about whether or not, like, tacos are sandwiches, or like hot dogs are sandwiches, and like cereal is that a soup? Like, I get the joke, but there has to be a razor that we put between, like, definition and connotation, or denotation and connotation. There has to be a razor between them. And the only reason I say that is because there's a difference between slang and definition. Like, one is true and the other is true, but they're also different. Like, it's like, again, the same but different. It's like a common theme. Oh, here's the oh, touch Grace. I see. That's why people make the joke about touching Grace. I get it. Hot dogs are tacos. He says, that's what Eco Priest says, but he also says JK. So, again, the ambiguity of language. We can joke about things. Like, I can say something as a joke and completely mean it in truth, but it's also not what I'm trying to convey. So, yeah, there are too many examples to list, but there's a lot. Oh, I get it. So when you get to one of these, the sign of, what is it called? The grace, I guess the light that it like tells you where the next one is. So that means the next one is generally this direction. Can I zoom out? Ah, I see. That's rather big map. Wait. If this is, it doesn't just end there. There has to be more map. I think the last thing we did when we were streaming is we put a little beacon on this. No, not a marker. We put a beacon like that. And where's the beacon? Can we actually see it? Cannot see it. Ooh, there's a dude over there. I'm gonna just collect some stuff. Anyways, I hope what I was saying made sense. I was not trying to be too pedantic. Is that the word that they use? I think that's the word that means, like, you know, overly preachy, but... What is that? Is that a statue? Because if it's a statue, I want to check it out. If it's an enemy, I don't. It appears to be a statue. I hope that's a statue, because that's really creepy. I do the same. For example, I'll say, I hope no one gets brutally murdered here. Then people get shocked and say, I said, I hope they don't. I mean it, but it's a joke. Ah. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like pointing out some bizarre truth about reality. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Nice. Ah, I don't like that. I don't like that face, that shape, really any of that. Flight pinion. Nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It has a light. So that must tell us where something is. Okay, I guess that's the only real discovery we're going to make outside of the streams on Thursday. So I guess we're done here. I can't really do any more unless I create a new character and do the same thing again. But I don't want to do that. Well, look at that. Oh, let's buy the telescope. That's what we were going to do. Let's just buy the telescope and look around with it so that we sort of get a gauge for what we've got in the future. Looks like the ghost dudes from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it does look kind of like the Nazgul. Or the Witch King, or whatever. I think the Witch King is the king of the 9. There are 9? I think there's 9 of them.
Wait,
maybe 7?
Weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy
Wait,
something?
weren't I what? What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? That was vague and confusing. Okay, let's buy the telescope. There we go. Furl calling. Reveals co-op. Oops, I dropped my phone. Cracked pot. We could also buy these. How many do we have? We have enough for these 3 cookbooks. Or these notes, really. Yeah, let's buy these, because we'll buy them eventually in the other game. Oh! Wait, I thought it was 500, 500, 500. Did it just change before my eyes? Wait a second. No, I literally... I saw it as something other than what it was. My eyes saw my amount of runes, which was 1,500, and I thought divided by 3 is roughly 500, so if there's 3 cookbooks, I can buy them. And then I looked at the cookbooks and I saw 500, 500, 500, and I was like, I can buy all 3. But my brain didn't even add up the numbers. It was processing at the speed of light or something. That's weird. Very interesting. Okay.
Goodbye.
Let's,
Nice to do business.
Oh, wait, what are we looking at? Did you see that? The character, like, looked to the left. Also, we look particularly evil in this light. Maybe... Nope, still evil. Oh, better. Less evil. I didn't check what was in here. Oh, I remembered. Earlier I used the word recommend. I don't remember what I was talking about, but it reminded me of something. This won't... Actually, this might be something you're interested in. I'm not sure. But me and another person in this house were playing the Discovery Tour version of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it was like an interactive museum. It was great. I can highly recommend it. It's very easy. Obviously, you're not doing any action, but it's just you get to climb around on like famous structures from ancient Greece. It was really cool, and we just did it for fun. And yeah, I can really recommend that. The game is hard, so I wouldn't really recommend the. Well, it's not the hardness of the game that I wouldn't recommend it for. In terms of like masterpiece and quality, or like the masterfulness of its quality, um, it's a step down from like Assassin's Creed 2 and like Assassin's Creed maybe 1. Even though those are older games, it feels a little bit more free to play isn't the right word because it's not a free to play game, but it feels a little bit more like a gamified story. It's not if that it is a game, so that's not completely clear, but they did a good job with it, but it's weird. They took out some things that didn't need to be taken out, and they added things that didn't need to be added in. It just seems superfluous. I kind of feel that way about a lot of the modern Assassin's Creed games, and I think a lot of people feel that way too. But it is beautiful, very good graphics in terms of the way they constructed the world. Like it looks like, of course, I could be biased because I am Greek, and seeing Greece in its like in the height of its golden age was like really, it was awe-inspiring. So it was like, oh, this is what it looked like. More color, more paint on the statues, more gilding and like gold and bronze and stuff that was obviously stripped from the temples when they were looted. Seeing all that on it was really cool. So, anyways, I guess that's all we can really do this stream besides look through the telescope. So I'll just look through the telescope for a little bit and then we'll call it a day. Let's go up to that statue and see what that guy's pointing to. If anything, I don't think it would hurt for me to just like run around in the places I've already been collecting like items that I might need a lot of eventually. Let me see how to equip. Let me see how to wait. There's something. What is that green thing? Oh, it actually shows it. It shows the green thing with the. That's cool. It shows which way it's pointing, I guess. Okay. So yeah, if I go here and then go to my inventory, I should be able to go... No, not my inventory, my equipment. Then if I go here, I should be able to equip... Not that. Glowstone emits a faint light from the location it is placed. Rainbow stone shines with colored light when placed, serving as a guide. So they still have those. That means we're going to get lost in some labyrinths. After the telescope, you're going to go to bed. Sounds good, Eco Priest. It's been fun. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. It's a blast, and hopefully also looking forward to just making, what do you call it? Making the world a better place by having fun. Okay, let's do this. Is that really all I can... That's it? That's not really a telescope. That's just like barely zooming in. There's like a little skeleton man walking around. There's a guy there with some... What do those look like? You can't see that at all. It's probably super blurry for you, but it looks like guys digging in the dirt. Okay, that's the end of the stream. There's not really much else left. But that's not a good telescope. I wish I actually like had a zoom, like you could, whatever. But there wasn't. So, oh yeah, we can look at this. I don't know what those are. I guess we'll find out next time. There's Stormvale Castle up there. It's quite pretty. There's a big tree. Oh wow, that's the beacon that we put down? That's far away. That's way farther than I expected. Oh yeah, test falling. That's a good idea. Great idea. If I can figure out how to... Oh yeah, I wanted to test something. I heard that if you attack at an edge, it doesn't... Oh, okay. So that didn't... I thought if you... No, I guess... I heard that attacking off of an edge doesn't hurt you. So let's jump maybe from this height? That's probably going to kill me. That looks like it's going to kill me. Ah, see? You see? I'm attacking and moving forward, but I'm not going off the edge. So that means it'll probably kill me. Let's see if we can find a height that won't kill me, but will do damage to me. Probably kill me. Oh, that's where it goes. Okay, let's try this. Right here. Alright, so a height that would usually kill you in Dark Souls 1 or 2, like that high, that's pretty high up. That did 1/3 of my health. So that's not bad. That's a pretty good fall distance. So I would have died if I had fallen from that bigger cliff over there. I saw your message about testing the falling. Thank you, Eco Priest. Well, anyways, it's been a fun stream. Thank you for watching as always. You're my biggest fan, and I'm not hoping that you get surmounted by someone else, but more fans would be good. I like when people watch the stream. It makes it a lot more fun. Imagine having so many people in the stream that I can't keep up with the comments. That would be insane. I mean, I guess that's what happens to YouTubers when they get popular. I'm not planning to get popular. I'm doing this just for the lols, for the fun of it. But still, where'd he go? That literally just saw him. Ah. I'm just testing out the jumping mechanics. Alright, good night, Eco Priest. I'm gonna fight this big guy over here again. I'm gonna see if he drops an item, if maybe I get lucky or something. And then I'm gonna call it a night. Cause that guy, he's fun to fight, cause he's difficult, so... That is the telescope. I'm going to unequip that from my inventory, because I don't like having that. Oh, I should also just unequip the other one as well, because I'm not going to be using that either. Not anytime soon, not till I get some skills that use a lot of magic. entirely in one hit. Wow. That was a big loss. Well, I didn't lose anything, but I sure got my pride handed to me. That was crazy. Oh, look at that. That image. That it's like a big bell. What is that? Like a walking dungeon or a walking church? Okay, let's go get my. Let's go get my whatchamacallit. Sliver of meat. Delicious. Oh, that thing is really cute. Thin beast bones. It's like a kangaroo squirrel or something. I wonder if they have names, like if they actually named the species in this game. Or if it's just left up to your imagination. Four-toed fowlfoot. That was weird. There was a single leaf that just appeared and like floated towards me. Oh, and they're floating around all over the place. I just didn't notice them before. I see. I just noticed, even these little birds, they give me runes. It's honestly quite surprising. You'd think they would... One of the things that I didn't like about Sekiro is that there was an entire button designated to collecting money from the ground. It didn't just go into your bag automatically. Nothing? Alright. That concludes the stream. Thank you for watching, whoever was here. That, I guess, includes Eco Priest and any other watchers. Yeah, it's been a very chill, relaxed practice stream. So, yep. Alright. Good night, all, and yeah, see you next time. See you at, if you are interested in the next official Elden Ring stream with Hidden Guest. That's going to be on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's the plan. See you there, hopefully. Alright, good night.